everybody, Maci here. So maybe the reason why you're watching this video right now is because you probably just started a YouTube channel and you kind of don't really know where to start. So let's be real. Being a YouTuber looks like a kind of dream job where all you do is sit in front of a camera all day and rake in thousands of millions of views and make thousands of millions of dollars, right? Wrong. Being a YouTuber isn't exactly the easiest job, and today I will be sharing with you 10 things you should know before starting a YouTube channel, or kind of a 10 things I wish I knew before I started my YouTube channel. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Maci. I try to upload every single Saturday. Be sure to join our fam by clicking the subscribe button down below over here, and be sure to click that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. So before I keep rambling on, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So the first one is kind of a little bit obvious, but some people don't actually take it into consideration, but being a YouTuber is a little bit expensive. So honestly, this all depends on how you make use of your own things. Like, let's say you already own your iPhone. Instead of buying a new DSLR camera, you can first start out by using your iPhone to film. I mean, I know you're going to want to upgrade to newer, nicer things to have better quality videos, but first I would suggest starting off with the things that you own already. I mean, imagine buying a DSLR camera, buying a lens, like a really nice lens, which could rack up for more than $300 depending on what lens, and buying a tripod if you don't have that already, an external microphone if you want really good audio. All in all, it costs money. So now moving on to the second one, it kind of feeds off of the first one that I said prior. Basically, you don't need to buy your equipment right away. So unless you're willing to spend thousands of dollars right here and then, I definitely recommend waiting around to buy all of your equipment. I suggest starting off with maybe your camera first and then using the kit lens that comes with your camera, and then kind of upgrade from there and then accumulating your things, because like I said before, it is expensive. I think it's better if you just start off slowly. Imagine if you bought a DSLR camera, a new lens, especially like those Sigma lenses that every beauty guru has, which is like almost $1,000, and then you buy a tripod and then an external microphone. It's really expensive, and I really don't recommend that you buy it all in one go. For the third thing I learned, basically being a YouTuber is a lot of work. Now this may depend on what kind of videos you produce, but I know for me it's a lot of work because I have to wake up really early in the morning just so I can get breakfast and then do my makeup, set up this camera, set up my tripod, clean my room, or at least this part of my room, and have really nice natural lighting. And not only that, but sometimes you have to type up your own script just to have an idea of what you're going to talk about. I can't even imagine people who do daily videos, or they upload more than once per week. It's a lot of work. So just keep that in mind. Moving on to the fourth thing that I learned, everyone that you know is going to find out about your YouTube channel eventually, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So especially if you're kind of like me, I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I was kind of embarrassed by it. I mean, nothing's wrong with it, don't get me wrong, I love being a YouTuber, but especially when it comes to people who might not understand what you're doing, you might feel a little embarrassed, you might feel like people are gonna make fun of me. Surprisingly, and fortunately for me, I don't know about other people's experiences, but a lot of people were actually pretty supportive of me. I know, my parents don't mind that I have one, my family members are pretty impressed by it, sometimes they even want to be in my vlogs. And especially with my classmates, I was pretty embarrassed a little bit. I didn't really want to talk about it with them, or I don't really bring it up, but when they did find out about it, they were actually pretty cool with it. Sometimes they did want to be in my videos or my vlogs, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm even in the yearbook, actually, for my YouTube channel. Because honestly, even if you personally feel like your family or your friends or your classmates are not going to be supportive of your channel, just think about it. If you do want to grow as a YouTuber, you have to tell them about it, because who else is going to share your videos? Who else is going to give it a big thumbs up and watch your videos? Not just strangers, but also your family and your friends, and it really isn't that bad. So moving on to my fifth one, which is kind of a little bit of the opposite of my fourth one, is that there's always going to be someone who will hate on you. Every single YouTuber faces hate comments and haters. So even if you go to other really big YouTubers' channels like maybe Zoella or Alicia Marie, kind of like YouTubers that you wouldn't imagine being hated on, they get a ton of hate comments for no absolute reason. So imagine that if they get hate comments, you're probably going to get hate comments, and it really has nothing to do with you. Have you seen my how to start a successful Instagram video? Oh my god, I made that video in 2015, I think, or 2014, one of those years. I wasn't very good at editing at the time. My filming, like, if you watch it, like, I cringe watching it. I know how terrible the footage is. I know how terrible the audio is. I don't even remember what I put in that video. It's just, I know it's not as good as maybe my videos now. From then until now, I've learned a lot about editing, and people still continue to love hating on me on that video. I mean, I know the music is too loud, like I've seen so many comments about it, I get it. It's honestly just best to ignore it because they really aren't worth your time. So for the sixth thing that you should know is that your first video will always be cringy. And if not your first video, then maybe your first few videos. Like, I can't even handle looking at my own videos, like the first few videos. If I could travel in time and tell myself that I needed to change my audio or lower down the background music, I would do that. And you just learn from it because everyone is going to have cringy videos sometime soon, so you might as well just do them now so later on you will have nicer videos. Moving on to the seventh thing that I wish I knew and I think you should know is that sometimes you may have to film videos in advance. Now I know this can also be a little bit obvious because of course sometimes you are going to have to film videos in advance. But when I'm talking about filming videos in advance, I mean, sometimes you may know that you're going to be busy for the whole month of, let's say, November, and you don't have time to film videos in November because maybe you have school. But what I'm saying right now is that you may have to film multiple videos in advance. So let's say you can't film a video in November, but you have time in September and October. During that time, try to film your videos for September, October, and then also have a few extra days to film your videos for November, and then just schedule your upload or just edit them and then upload them whenever you can. So you already have that footage. What I'm trying to say is that it really helps to film your videos in advance if you know you're going to be on a trip or you're going to be super busy and you don't have time to film or edit your videos. For the eighth thing that I learned, I felt that it really helped you with your social skills as well as public speaking. Now, if you're like me, I absolutely hate public speaking. I can definitely tell you that I'm really good at faking it. Especially when I started my YouTube channel, it does help me learn how to think like on my feet, even though I know I'm going to edit out the parts I don't like, but it does help me kind of think right there and then because I do want my videos to be more smooth rather than very choppy. All I know is that basically talking to a camera really does help with your speaking skills. Number 9, back up your videos. Now, I'm not just saying that you need to get a hard drive because that is a really big thing. You really do need a hard drive when it comes to being a YouTuber because editing videos takes up a lot of memory, especially on your laptop, and you're gonna need that. And then you also want to store your videos on that hard drive so you have kind of a backup thing. Because what if YouTube deletes your video on YouTube because maybe there was a copyright claim or they muted the video and now you can't go back and watch it, even if you want to? Like, what if it's a really important event, like maybe it was someone's birthday or your birthday, and you can't watch it again because it's muted on YouTube and you don't have any backup footage? So all in all, basically, just make sure that you have a backup on your hard drive so you have some of your videos on your hard drive just in case YouTube for some reason decides to do something with your video. And finally, for number 10, just be yourself. Now, I know that is literally so cheesy, I get it. Everyone says, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. I get it. But when it comes to being a YouTuber, don't pretend to be someone you're not. If you're calm and to the point, then be calm and to the point. If you're talkative and hyper, then be talkative and hyper. Okay? People will like you more for your personality and can tell if it's real or not. Plus, wouldn't you want your subscribers to like you for your own personality than for someone else's? So that is basically it for this week's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and maybe it gave you some ideas as to what goes into being a YouTuber. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can do so by clicking on my face over here or down here in the subscribe button, and be sure to turn on my notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye!